All right. Sorry about the delay there. Had to go make myself some tea, some chai tea. Oh, so good. Of course, it started me all the way back here. Oh well. Oh, welcome in, Snow. And Mayhem. All right, so we're doing the Gerudo Fortress, and then if we have time, let's see if we can get the Spirit Temple taken care of as well. Spirit Temple is a bit of a pain, because you have to go back and forth to it as Kid Link and as Adult Link, so it's a little bit time consuming, but yeah, it is what it is. Hey, what's up, Zephyr? How you doing? Let's see, do I have to do this during the day? I don't think I do. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing better. Watching movies all day. Some days you just need it. I can support that. Nothing like a good movie fest. Alright, arrest me. There we go. Arrival? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, turn around. Yeah. Yeah, I get that for sure. How many times do I have to stab this bitch? There we go. Jeez. Yeah, I agree. It's a really powerful message when you think about it like that. Alright, let's free this fat guy. Ichiro, the carpenter. Okay. Don't remember asking your name, but I guess you're going to give it to me. So 3 more people. That dude's frolic is crazy. The new Blade Runner, what was it, 2049? I haven't seen that in probably a good year or 2. I need to revisit that one. It's been a minute. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing that way. Nope, don't do that. Okay. I'm assuming I just go up here. Man, it's been so long since I've done this. AirPods Pro with spatial audio. Oh, nice. It's crazy the technology, how it's improved so much with something as small as earbuds. How they can mimic like surround sound. And it's just crazy what they can do with audio technology these days. Yeah, it's nice because you don't have to worry about like installing a whole surround sound system. You just sync your earbuds up to the TV or whatever you're using to watch, and might as well have surround sound, you know? I like it. I like it a lot. That's what I like about these headsets, the ones I'm wearing. They're Corsairs, and they're Bluetooth, and the battery life is really good on them. They're noise canceling, so when I'm using my headset, I can barely hear anything else that's going on. I don't know that it has full spatial audio capability, but it's really crystal clear and really nice, especially for gaming. Ah, shit. Damn it. I forgot she hits you once with that and you have to go all the way back to jail. Okay, well. Oop, she's facing the wrong way. Let's get her to face not towards me. You don't remember this part at all? Yeah, this one... Ooh, there's a guard right there. Go ahead, keep walking. There we go. This part, love the music in this area. Did not like this part of the game, like the gameplay wise, or the, you know, what you had to do. Just really frustrating at times. This is the part that leads up to the Spirit Temple, so... Hey, come out of there. Get out of there. There we go. Yes, I am in Discord. I'm in the streaming channel. If you don't have access to it, just let me know and I can pull you in if you want to chit chat or anything. Okay, lazy construction worker number 2, you're free. Or carpenter, sorry. Okay, so we've got 2 left. Go do your little frolic and run away. Okay, so I think I go up here. Don't remember where this takes me. Oh, so I'm just 1 level higher than I was before. Let's try this door. See what's in this one. Looks like another jail cell down here. I'm going to go ahead and save a state here, just so I can, if I get hit, I can avoid having to run all the way back. Let's see. Here, I'll just move myself over to there. That should fix that. Ah, I love me some chai tea. Shit! Fuck. Okay. Let me load that state. Did I hear someone in the Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up? Sorry, I was in the middle of getting my ass handed to me.
No worries.
Alright, there we go. Oh, so yeah, you've just been watching movies, huh? That's always a nice...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a nice day.
Yep. Yeah, just doing what I can to be, I don't know, just fill the time.
Yeah, for sure.
I did a good job today.
Yeah.
I could definitely do this again.
Yeah.
Time's over, and I think I know I'll be in that position very soon.
Yeah.
Factory I work at closes for a few weeks in a row, so. And
Oh, really?
yeah. Half of those weeks I won't have kids, so I'll just be like vegging
Oh,
out
yeah.
doing...
Getting caught up on movies, huh?
Yeah. By the way, did you have the Marvel podcast already, or?
So that's going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
And it's gonna be it's gonna be any Marvel character. It could be villains and like heroes. So
Oh, characters, not movies, or both?
it could be just whatever you want, like movies, characters, villains, whatever you appreciate about Marvel.
Not really a Marvel guy.
I'm
DC.
I'm more of a
So
DC too, but I thought we'd start with Marvel and then I'd like to do DC as well.
nice.
Because I've always been a DC fan myself.
Yeah, I have a hard time, generally speaking, with Marvel. I don't know. I guess I just missed the boat. I don't really.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Spider-Man movie, the fan service one. That
Hmm.
wasn't that long ago. What's that one called? Like
Into the
Spider-Verse or
Spider
something.
Verse, yeah.
Yeah, that one was fun.
So I've determined. So for me personally, I thought a lot of the um, like the core Marvel movies, like the Iron Mans, the Avenger series, they were all so formulaic. Like they all had the same formula in general, where it's just like, heroes think they're badass. They get surprised by someone. They go through a character building arc, and then they come back and beat the bad guys. It's like the same formula every single time. It seems like. And so I
Yeah.
didn't like the core movies, but I really liked Ant Man. I thought they did a really unique thing with Ant Man,
Oh,
where he
I haven't seen it.
he wasn't he wasn't ever like, damn it, um, he didn't profess to be this great superhero and have this huge ego or anything like that. Just a regular dude,
Mm.
doing his thing. And I liked um, um, just some of the smaller characters. I don't know if you saw any of the TV series that they've come out with, um,
No, not the recent ones.
but some of them I thought were actually surprisingly pretty good.
Were they animated or?
No, they were live action, at least the ones I've seen. Like there was the Loki TV series where it kind of just it gives him a better
Oh,
a better story
I
than what they gave him in the movies. Um,
I couldn't stand it, but not so much for the story. It just felt like the set was like at Disneyland or something. I
yeah,
couldn't take it
yeah, the
seriously.
settings were a little bit. They left some to be desired for sure. But I thought the story, the character development of Loki himself, I thought was pretty unique and something I didn't really expect. Because for the longest time, and this is what it comes back to for me, like the movies, like he was such a one-dimensional character in the movies. Like he's a
Mm.
trickster. He's always out for himself and nothing else, and he's going to do
Mm-hmm.
whatever he can to just get what he wants. And it's like, yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Like sure, he's Loki. He's the goddess, he's the god of mischief.
Mm.
I get that, I guess. But like, there's so much potential
But it,
with his personality and his story, and I think the TV series kind of opened that up a little bit, which I liked. Um, and then I saw, what was it? The Winter Soldier series. I can't remember what it was called.
Captain America.
It was
Took a bit too much there. That swig. Yeah. I haven't seen any of those. I
but
don't
I
know.
I think. Oh, go
I
ahead.
don't know a lot of it.
Yeah. Um, and like obviously, when it comes to the movies, DC has its own set of problems for sure. Um, I think they haven't had a really clear um, pathway set for them, and I think that's more the studio's fault than like any of the individual movies' fault. I think the studio just
That doesn't really bother me at all.
yeah,
I don't set any requirements of the movies having to like be stitched together or
right,
like lead into each other. I just don't care about that. As long as the individual movie
right,
is good, I'm happy. Because Marvel is like so into that. Like
yeah,
um, sequelizing everything. Everything's related to each other, and
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you have like a universe, whatever, to maintain, and fans like it. I just don't care. I just
Yeah.
watch it for the singular movie, that one experience. I mean, I love the Joker
Oh yeah, that was
movie.
a
I
good
love
one.
the Batman movies. Yeah,
The Christian Bale ones I thought were amazingly done.
yeah, yeah. Me too. Really enjoyed those. It didn't feel like I was watching a superhero movie.
Right.
It felt like I was watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to, yeah, suspend belief nearly as much.
Yeah,
Not that
I think
suspending
like a lot
belief
of the
is
characters just
very
felt really
bad.
real.
Yeah.
They felt like believable people, you know, like Commissioner Gordon and Lucius
Mm.
Fox. I think they did really well with those two characters in particular. And then obviously, I mean, Heath Ledger's Joker was just amazingly done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great. It was exactly how it should have been.
Yeah. But yeah, I think character wise, I've always loved DC characters more. Um, but I think production value for the movies themselves, it's hard to compete against Disney because they just have a nearly limitless, you know, source of cash flow. You know, they can bankroll pretty much whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Whereas Warner Brothers doesn't have quite that much. You know, they
I
don't
mean,
have the
be that as
same.
it may, it's still surprising
Oh yeah,
how
for sure.
much director's touch, screenplay writing, and just the setting, how
Mm-hmm.
everything comes together. I mean, you can throw as much money as you want at a thing, but it could still just really suck. And
True. No, that's
for
absolutely true.
me, for me, that's a lot of what characterizes Marvel. Sorry, Marvel fans.
No,
I'm
no,
really
that's
sorry. I'm not saying all of them are horrible. I'm
no,
saying
no.
I actually haven't seen the majority of them anyway, so
Yeah.
I'm like the worst person to pass judgment. But all the stuff that I have seen, I'm just like, eh, I could have
Yeah.
done without seeing that.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well,
fine if you like it,
and I've had
but
this discussion with other people too, where like if you sat me down and tried to have me explain any of the three Iron Man movies, I couldn't tell you who was in which one, like which villain was in which one. They were all the exact same
yeah,
story, just different characters. You know,
yeah.
different villains. That was it.
And I mean, Iron Man, the first one, is one of the big exceptions.
Yeah,
I love the first Iron Man
because
movie.
it's his
I
origin story,
absolutely
and you love an origin story.
yes,
You know,
right.
it's you
But
can't go wrong with a decent origin story, like Batman Begins. You know, it's his origin story. It's
well,
you know,
I don't know. The Hulk was pretty awful.
yeah, the Hulk. Yeah, the Hulk. I don't even. Uh, I don't
Yeah,
consider that a movie.
we don't talk about
We don't, yeah, that's the movie that shall not be named.
it. So bad they redid
Yeah,
it within not that long,
yeah, it was in within like I don't know 5 or 6 years. I think it
5 years.
was
Yeah, something like
because it
that.
was that bad. And then the one that they redid wasn't even that much better. I
Yeah, I
mean,
didn't.
it was okay, but it wasn't great. It wasn't anything to like rant and rave
I don't.
about.
I don't even think I saw all the way through because I just by that time I'm just like Marvel. Meh.
Yeah, I think that was the remake was the one with Edward Norton, and
Yeah.
I think he knows how to play a really good character, but I've also
He's a
heard
good actor.
that he's a huge pain in the ass to work with. That
He
he's
looks like he's a pain in the ass to work with.
yeah, he
Just
just
how he
I've
speaks.
heard that he has you know just these crazy requirements for like you know when he's on set and things like that, and it's just like all right, dude. I mean, you're a good actor, but and I guess it's kind of one of those follies. I mean, he's from what I understand, he's a pretty serious character actor. Like he gets into character for his roles, much like Christian Bale or
Yeah.
uh,
Daniel Day-Lewis.
yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis, Adrian Brody in some of his earlier works, where
Yeah.
they're just super into their roles, and I think you kind of have to be a sociopath to be that good of an actor.
Yeah, or at least have some piece of that
Yeah,
thought
like where
process.
you can disconnect your own personality from the role you're playing and just be
Yeah.
that person. And maybe it's not. I mean, maybe that's technically psychopathy, not sociopathy, but
Oh, it's the same.
I mean, yeah,
Psychopathy is
they're very
the same
similar
as
to each other.
sociopath. But that's yeah. I that's a we ran out of time at for the film
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
podcast. I had meant to mention There Will Be Blood with Daniel
Oh
Day Lewis.
yeah,
That's one of
it's a really good one.
I've kind of vacillated between my favorite movie and like top three.
Hmm.
I know I put Contact as my number one, and I think it's gonna stay there now
Yeah.
in all perpetuity. But when it comes to character acting, um, and that's another one. I've because I've been going through some hard times recently.
Hmm.
I've kind of gone back to some origins, um, like movie wise and books and things like that. And Contact, of course, is legendary in that sort of realm. But also, There Will Be Blood, because I saw that in the theater, and it just really blew me away.
Oh yeah.
The feeling of authenticity of everything, but then it it was really everything's of course just brought together by Daniel Day Lewis and his performance.
Yeah.
How he's it just everything about him is it's just so perfectly placed in that setting and his mannerisms and
Yeah.
how he speaks and just the sinister
Yeah. I mean, that's the one where
detail.
he's like blackmailing his own son. Like his son's trying to take over
Yeah.
the oil business from him, and he's just like he's
No,
ruthless.
he doesn't even want to take over. He's going down to Mexico to avoid him.
Oh
But it didn't
right. That's
but
yeah.
it didn't matter. It didn't matter because he's like, so you'll be competition.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
eh,
It's like no,
you
he's trying to
feel
avoid this.
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all like framing it like, "Oh, I'm just like you, my old man. I just have to go prospecting for oil, but I don't want to be in the way or whatever. It's like, but
Yeah.
it just didn't matter how he framed it, because he ends up in that same scene like disowning him
Yeah.
because of just insane. And then he beats the shit out of that preacher, which admittedly is creepy as fuck. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, that guy was amazing. He was in Little Miss Sunshine. If you remember that movie,
Oh
did
yeah.
you ever see that?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Like something with a D. Like, yeah, I can't
I can't
remember.
remember his name, but
But ever since I saw him in There Will Be Blood, it just didn't matter what role he played in future in other films, like in Little Miss Sunshine. I'm like, oh shit, it's the preacher.
yeah. Yeah.
Avoid him. He's scary as shit. Like he's the
Yeah.
worst thing ever. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, so many good movies.
Mm-hmm. I've been.
Oh, like I said. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. I've been watching a lot of new shows recently that I've just recently discovered through either like Showtime or HBO or things like that. And there's a couple of shows. There's one that I just finished watching the first two seasons of called Yellow
Yeah.
Jackets.
Hmm.
It's about this girls' high school soccer team that
Hmm.
they qualify for nationals, and so they get on this plane. One of the girls' dads is like super rich, and so he charters a private plane for them. They're flying across the country. They hit a storm, so they divert north into Canada, and then the plane goes down, and they spend 19 months just in the wilderness, just trying to survive. All this twisted
Ooh, I
shit
love those
happens,
types.
and
Oh wow, I have to
like
watch that. I think I'd enjoy that.
yeah, like they end up like they find this cabin that has a bunch of weird symbols like carved into the floors and stuff like that, and it's like all culty and just like they sort of like
Oh,
fall into this weird like nature based cult where like they have to listen to the forest, and the forest is like, you know, kind of directing their their ways, so to speak. And I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it gets super dark, super fucked up, but it's so
oh,
well told.
good. Oh, I love dark.
Yeah, it's such a good
Again,
story.
I'm a DC guy. I like dark.
Yeah, and like it the show goes back and forth between these girls as stuck in the forest in high school, and then as adults the ones who actually made it out alive and got rescued, and them trying to like basically cover up what actually happened out there, because what happened out there was so fucked up that they don't
Mm,
they don't trust anyone to know what actually happened.
mm-hmm.
And it's just super twisted, super dark.
Love it.
Really good show.
I'm definitely into that. Let's see. I am sorting through photos. Oh, I promised my ex I would have. I would get her all of the photos of the kids that have amassed through the years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the on the Apple photos, I'm not even sorting them because I'm over 100,000, so
Oh
she can do
jeez.
that herself.
Yeah, that's you can do that on your time.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, sorry about all these random meme pictures that have nothing to do with anything, but
Yeah.
it's just how things were at the time. I guess still how things are. You see a funny meme, you save it,
Yep.
put
I've got a huge folder of those myself.
it. So now I got her hard drive, and Apple Photos is finished. But now I'm in the Lightroom,
Mm-hmm.
and that one is less. That one's only 36,000, so I
Jeez.
think I can sort those. I'm mostly done already, and I started tonight, so it'll be nice to have that finished. And this, I don't think I'm kind of undecided if I want to extract originals like I did with the Apple Photos, or if I just want to create a shared album online, because Adobe is a lot more friendly than Apple when
Yeah.
it comes to online. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Apple's the worst.
Yeah.
They just
Adobe
they
knows
they
their
just
shit.
yeah. They Apple finally devised some system of having a shared iCloud photo library.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, um, if you have like if you take my circumstance into
Mm-hmm.
consideration, right? Like I only want to put up pictures of the kids because
Yeah.
that's all she's interested in. Okay, well, um, then if I create an online shared photo library, those duplicates count against my storage space.
Oh right.
Instead of just being like empty little shortcuts that lead back to the original, they
It
legitimately
duplicates the file
copy.
itself.
Yeah, it duplicates the file itself. So it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like
Yeah.
I only quote unquote have 2 terabytes online. It sounds like a lot, but if you have over 100,000 files,
Oh yeah. That can
it's
chew that
I
up.
mean, you can get yeah, it chews it right up.
Especially if they're raw
So
image files.
yeah, I try to take in raw, and that's another thing that bugs the shit out of me with Apple. Is like I can't have default go to raw. Every
Nope.
time I go into my photo app, I have to click the stupid bloop, that like takes the little cross thing off of the raw
Yeah.
indicator. I just why? I want to be able to edit these later and like do do the proper color science and everything. And I
Yeah.
know you don't have enough data to do that if you don't take in raw. Anyway,
Yeah. No, that's, I mean,
annoying.
with my dad being a photographer and all, like, that's like his biggest thing is like, and Adobe is so nice to use with that because Adobe does take raw by default. You just set it up and, you
Yeah.
pull the images off your digital camera and just put them in raw format. And then you can do all the color leveling, color balancing, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a lossless photo. It's not like a JPEG or even a TIFF. It's
Yeah.
just
Tips.
yeah, it's just a lossless
Right.
image.
Right. Um, and that's generally what I do. I haven't really been active with actually using my camera. I really should, but it's life has just been crazy. So there
Oh
hasn't
yeah,
been any capacity left for me to fuck around with legitimate lenses
yeah,
that aren't attached to the backs of phones.
yeah,
But I mean, it's only a matter of time till I get back into it.
yeah,
Especially now that things have calmed down. It's kind of funny. I'm just like, oh yeah, here are shots of the kids, but they're with my family, and I don't know how much she would appreciate that.
yeah.
I, so I'm like making judgment calls. Uh, Here's my Utah trip. My goodness, these mountains.
Yeah.
Are you into photography yourself?
Yes and no. I mean, I don't have a decent camera right now, but um, I definitely enjoy photography. I just, you know, um, I don't know. I think about getting into it and like buying like maybe just a nice Nikon or a Canon or something like that. And then I look at my dad's gear and I'm like, oh, he's got all the nice stuff. He's got like $15,000 lenses and camera backs and all this kind of stuff. And then I just get demoralized by it.
Yeah, I get that. If so, the way I got into photography, um, I went Sony. I
Uh
got an
huh.
A6000.
Okay.
It's an APS-C size sensor, so not the not micro four thirds and not full frame, but right in the middle
Right.
um, in terms of that. And what I ended up doing is buying vintage lenses for really cheap, like a Facebook Marketplace,
Mm-hmm.
and just buying adapters.
Okay.
And sure, you don't have autofocus, but if you're, I mean, if you're into still life and other things that, like, if you're not like into sports photography,
Oh yeah.
but crazy about
Yeah. If you
macro,
if
still
you're doing
life,
like just stationary, nature shots or yeah,
yeah,
still
yeah,
life.
you just hone it in yourself, and it's really not hard,
Yeah.
and you get a feel for what aperture works for what works best, combination of all the settings. I always just shoot ISO 100. I don't bother going. Well, that's not true, but like the vast, like 90% of the time, I'm
Yeah.
ISO 100. So I don't fuck around with those sorts of
Yeah. All the different settings that
lighting
you can have.
things. Yeah, I mean, they say Sony's really good at low light, and it's true, but it also depends on your lens
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into it for sure, but if you can find a good default setting that works for most of what you do, why change?
yeah,
Because when you think about it, a lot of that can be changed in post.
yeah, exactly. It's like we were talking about before. When you shoot raw, as long as you can see enough through the output image, like that you're getting the right amount of sharpness that you want,
Mm-hmm.
there's just enough data there where you can just light things up to your heart's desire in post, like you're saying. So, and you get a feel for it over time, and what's so nice about it is it's just so rewarding,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be expensive at all. Like an A6000 body with a kit lens is probably like, you could probably get one brand new for like $300 or something. Like, it's just not that much for what it is and for what it provides. And then you can just cruise around on Facebook Marketplace, and there are, oh my gosh, one of my favorite lenses is this Soviet produced. It's back when in East Germany, the Carl Zeiss
Mm-hmm.
glass factory, when it was taken over by the Soviets, they just mass produce these things, and just because there are a buttload of them out on the market doesn't mean they're bad. They were, Zeiss is serious stuff,
Yeah.
and um, the great it's such a great thing that the market was flooded for as long as it was, because these things are really hard, really easy to come by. At least I think they still are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's like this really cool silver barrel thing, really discreet, and it produces just these dreamy like images,
Yeah.
just wonderful. Um, but also there's some affordable newer lenses as well. For ones that are actually designed for APS-C Sony bodies,
Mm-hmm.
that you can actually, and that's what I ended up doing, is I have like one modern lens
Yeah.
that's fairly wide angle, um, so I can have that benefit of autofocus, and it's really fast. It's a Sigma. I love Sigma lenses because they're just really great value.
Yeah. Yeah. Sigma's a
Um,
good. They're a decent. They're a decent brand.
yeah. So I'd only have that one that's not a focus, and then all my other lenses are macro, because I don't have, and I never have.
Yeah.
I just look for a good deal.
It's
Um,
interesting that you mentioned the like the German lenses and stuff. I think it's also German. My dad has this really nice. It's from like the. I don't know how old it is. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's a Hasselblad.
oh, that's
Um,
Swedish.
oh, it's Swedish. Okay, but he has this. He has this camera back from like I don't know.
Dude,
It's like the
Hasselblads
60s or
are
70s,
expensive as fuck.
and he
They are
has.
no
It's
joke.
got one of the nicest lenses I've seen, and all he had to do
Oh
to
yeah.
up it to the current format, which is digital standard, because no one around here processes film anymore.
Mm,
Um,
right.
and so he just bought a digital back for it, and he still uses, to my knowledge, he still uses the Hasselblad on occasion. If he ever has to do still product photography, he'll pull out the Hasselblad, and I mean that thing
That's
it's so nice, and it has this really awesome, that's just this retro look to it.
mm.
Just that it's all kind of
Send
like
a
a.
picture of it
I'm gonna
next
I'm
time
I'm
you.
gonna try to find it.
Yeah, please. That's
Hasselblad.
those lenses and those bodies, analog and digital, whatever. They're just very legendary, but they're among the most expensive things you can buy for imagery.
Yeah. Oh, I think I found it. Hold on, let me see.
Nice.
This is a similar one. I don't know if this is the exact one that my dad has, but it's a SLR. Um, oh, that was yeah. This one. Holy shit, that's expensive. Let me
Mm.
send you a DM on Discord for it. Let's see. There you are.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, the little box.
Yeah.
Just
Just that body. This one is on um,
medium format. Oh, yes, of course
eBay,
it is.
and this is used vintage 500 cm. Um,
2,600
yeah,
bucks.
$2,600 for that little guy.
Oh man.
But yeah, my dad's got. I don't know if it's that exact same model, but that does look almost like the one he has. But yeah, he still uses it to this day. I don't know if he'll ever get rid of it. I wouldn't if I were
No,
him.
why would you?
You know, that's a fine collector's item at this
Like
point.
them. Yeah. It looks like that one actually has Carl's Zeiss glass on it.
Yeah, it could.
It's a Hasselblad body and a Zeiss
Lens.
a Zeiss glass. Yeah. Planar 1 to 80 millimeter. Oh, how fast is it? 2.8. Yep. Or maybe it comes with multiple lenses. Probably not.
So with the Hasselblad bodies, you can usually swap out the lenses.
Yeah, here's
The
hoping.
one, no, well, the one my dad has, you can swap out the lenses. So
5 stars, 93%.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, those things they don't make them like they used to. That's for sure.
If I could, if money weren't an object. Well, Hasselblads are nice. They're really, really slow,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, for what you use them for, like still life and those,
Yeah.
it's fine. You don't take a Hasselblad to a sports photography
Oh
session,
no,
but
not at all. I mean,
I
my
would
dad would
go.
use it in the studio. He'd have all the lighting set up for it already, and you know, anything that needed to be changed that couldn't be done on the camera body, he would just do in post.
Mm,
Which is again one of the nice things about the digital age is you can do so much customization in post now.
yeah, film is free. You
Yep.
don't have to worry about that. I would. I mean, Sony is the best. In my opinion, Sony is the best value for
Uh-huh.
what you get. But if you're willing to throw a little bit more money towards the hobby, I would go Fuji.
Yeah,
Fujifilm
Fuji's good.
cameras.
Mm-hmm.
X-T3, X-T4. I think they even have X-T5 now. But those are the. That's their answer to Sony's APS-C sensor size, and oh, they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
The lenses they produce in house are so good. I mean, Sony's are amazing as well, and they're both. If you get up to the G Master series and Sony, they're super expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
But man, great results.
Yeah.
So nice. I found my favorite lens is actually a Japanese one, Yashica.
Okay.
It's what I use for macro. I pop that
Oh,
thing
right.
on the tripod and like my ex's wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
When I got back, I'm like, oh, why didn't I ever take macro shots of this
Yeah.
thing?
Like
So I
some
got
close-ups,
two
yeah.
on those. Oh man, I should send you one.
Yeah, sure.
They're so fun. So much fun to get up close. I love doing macro bugs too, like butterflies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this whole world is just hidden right in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah, my before my dad like semi-retired, he was doing a lot of work with jewelry companies, taking ring shots and stuff like that. And he had this whole setup because the biggest issue with taking macro shots of rings is it's really hard to not get the camera lens in the reflection on the metal of the ring.
Mm.
And so my dad like developed this whole like glass bubble that he would take his camera, and just the only thing that was showing would be the lens, and everything else would just be whited out. It was like this smoky white bowl that he cut the bottom out of, and just the lens would go through. And so all they would have to do is just a quick little edit in Photoshop to just get like the little teeny piece of the metal that showed as the lens only. And it's just, I don't know, I find it fascinating, like the ingenuity it takes sometimes to get the perfect shot with especially when you're doing it professionally, like you're doing it for advertising and, you know, for companies where they need that perfect shot.
Right. My biggest problem with this little session was I could never get it clean enough. Because once I got up close, I could see like little hairs, and it's kind of gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I thought I saved this guy. Come on. Where are you at? Oh my god, it's almost midnight. Can't believe it. My kid's back tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just when I started to feel comfortable being alone. Gonna get inundated.
Yeah.
With little girls. Oh, it'll be so great to see him again.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, guess what I picked up the other day?
Oh, what'd you get?
An air fryer.
Oh, nice.
So excited. Yeah.
Yeah, those are really nice.
I did a couple test runs, and yeah, it's easy to use. Surprisingly so. I'm happy.
Yeah, a lot of them, at least here. I mean, they come with usually like recipe books and, you know, some ideas for what you can air fry, how long to air fry things for.
Yeah, that was really helpful in the little manual. Like, oh yeah, frozen food this long, this temperature, and then it also gives you recognition of which things you should bake in the middle of the cycle, you know, to get the proper heat penetration or whatever.
Yeah.
What the hell? I get it in my iPhotos, but then when I go into... Oh, I was gonna queue up Ex Machina. That is...
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
I've seen. Yeah, but now... now that I'm extra feely, extra everything, when I watch it, it'll just fuck me up the right way.
Yeah, that was a really interesting take on, like, I don't know, I really like movies that just, like, from what I remember, that movie didn't get a whole lot of, like, press before it came out. It just kind of came out. And I remember, I think I was doom scrolling on Netflix one time, and I saw it on there, and I was like, oh, I love sci-fi, you know, I'll take a look at this. And I watched it, and I could not get enough of it. Just a really interesting story.
Yeah.
And the visual effects were amazing.
Yeah, they were well directed, well scripted, everything. What's his face? Oh, he was in the new Star Wars.
Yeah. Shit, what was his name?
The main guy.
It's gonna drive me insane.
Whatever.
It's got Oscar Isaac. That's his name.
Oscar Isaac.
And then Alicia Vikander, who is
Swede.
Yeah.
Haha. She. Oh man, she played that part so well.
Oh yeah.
But Oscar Isaac is like, I didn't recognize him at all in Star Wars after seeing him an Ex Machina. I'm like, is this the same guy? Are we
Yeah,
sure? Like,
yeah,
he just does not look like that in the other movie.
yeah.
It's fantastic.
He's another actor who can really kind of change.
Yeah.
Like he was also in. I don't know if you ever saw the series Moon Knight. He was in Moon Knight, and he actually plays two different characters in that series, and his voice is different. His mannerisms are all different. Like it's complete. Like it's really cool. Uh, I love characters that can just like really change their entire, you know. It's like you said, like you don't even recognize them in some movies. Like I think Gary Oldman is a prime example of that.
Oh yeah. Gary Oldman's great.
That he was Commissioner Gordon in the Nolan Batman series, and then he played.
He did so
Didn't he
well.
play? He played Churchill in.
Yeah, I guess that was Gary Oldman.
Yeah, like
For some reason, I thought that was John Lithgow, but I think John Lithgow has played Churchill before, but not in the recent
yeah.
production.
But the way and then he was in The Fifth Element as the crazy villain. Just like with the crazy hair,
Right.
like the plastic half helmet.
So dumb.
Like the fact that he can just change so much of who he is for his roles. I love that.
There, I finally managed to get that picture of the ring up.
Oh, nice.
It took me that long.
Let's see if I can. Oh yeah.
Shiny.
Oh yeah, that's really nice looking. That's a really nice looking stone too. All the different like facets and
Yeah.
see all the different
Here's
reflections.
Got ripped off, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, it's the way
Like-
pawn shops run,
I mean, it was an auction house.
Oh, an auction house.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't know that anyone actually bid on it. That's the problem. But
Yeah.
It just felt like it was valued at too little, and there's a lot of things that weren't optimal, but whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So nice to be done with this. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but my oldest daughter
Mm-hmm.
is autistic. She
Oh, really?
she officially got the diagnosis yesterday.
Okay.
So, I mean, we already knew that. Like,
Mhm.
it doesn't change anything.
Oh, of
other than
course.
that we will have more resources at our disposal. Which,
That's always good to have.
yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah. That can be some of the hardest things for parents to come to terms with sometimes. I have a
It's just been.
friend with an autistic son, and
Oh yeah.
for a while, his now ex-wife just didn't want to believe it. That he's just a late bloomer. It's fine. And it's like, well, there's late bloomer, but then there's also like, what if he's not a late bloomer? What if he needs some additional help in school? What if he needs like a tutor and he needs some additional care?
Right.
I mean, don't you want the best for your son, kind of a thing? And so, the fact that you guys were already, kind of on the same page about it, that saves a lot of potential heartache and, coming to terms with things that you already know, which just makes the process that much easier to handle.
Yeah, truly. We knew something was up. We just needed it. We just really wanted it on paper.
Yeah.
And I mean, my brother's son is autistic, and he has a much how do you like? I don't know. I was gonna say significant, but that's the wrong word. Higher level, I guess,
Oh, sure.
of autism. um, like he has to have his food blended for him, and
Oh,
he
okay.
he just obsesses over things like washing machines and
Hmm.
thermostats and ceiling fans. Like he'll just get totally fixated on just the most random things like doors opening and closing, and it's hard to reach him. And he's had a lot of specialist help, and he's come a long way. But that was also one such case, like the way you were just describing, where um, my brother was pretty on board pretty early on. He knew something was up, whereas his mother, my brother's wife, was very much of that equation, the way I
Yeah.
was describing. Just like, no, he's a late bloomer, it's fine,
Yeah.
it took her a long time to come to terms with that herself, and that made things more challenging,
Mm-hmm.
in certain specific ways. So it's true, that's at least one thing I'm happy that I missed out on, having to go through that. I had to go through enough other things already, so not having to deal with that is just great.
Oh, yeah.
And it was my ex who spearheaded the whole thing and got in contact with child psychologists and everything. So it was great of her to do that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Usually you have to wait up to a year for your child to turn into a research subject and for things to start to be determined.
Yeah, the process to get going and everything.
But this time around, one of the child psychologists, he's actually doing work for his PhD,
Hmm.
and what we thought our oldest had, the combination of what do you call it these days? Yeah, just issues, I guess. That specific combination happened to be what he was exactly looking for to write his dissertation on. So once he saw that, he was like, "Oh, get her ahead in the line. Let's go to work right away." So we super lucked out.
Yeah.
Things went super fast. So we're neurologically atypical. That's the term I was looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
Her set of parameters in which she is neurologically atypical was exactly what he was looking for. So we thought she
Oh shit.
maybe has ADHD
Mm-hmm.
combined with autism, but it turns out the autism thing was right, but she didn't quite make the cut for ADHD, and the H would actually be she would have ADD.
Yeah.
Because the hyper
The hyperactivity.
Hyperactivity, yeah, but that one's largely absent. But basically, they were just like, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it as she develops over time. But as for how things are now, she doesn't have that diagnosis. So just plain old autism.
Yeah.
Just have to deal with that alone.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
Well. Yeah, I think it's interesting. With the advancements in medical science and being able to test for these neurological conditions, I wouldn't even necessarily call them like a disorder or anything. They're just neurological differences, And I tested because I was having real problems, focusing on things. I found myself getting, especially in the workplace, I would just get bored and absent-minded all the time. And so I went to the doctor and got tested, and sure enough, I have mild to moderate ADD. It's not terrible. It's not like I can't function in society or anything like that. But he was like, well, there's a lot of things you can do to help your focus. There's there's exercises you can do. Reading is always going to help. lots of reading, something that forces you to focus. And then he also said, there's medications as well. I was medicated for a little while. Did not like how the medication made me feel, though. It was.
How did it make you feel?
Well, it was basically the generic form of Adderall, which is a stimulant, and it's supposed to kind of rewire the brainwaves so that they're making the right connections, and it worked. But what the doctor didn't tell me was that the body builds up a resistance to it pretty quickly. And so you find yourself having to take, you have to up the dosage. And I found myself it was like after a while, it was like every 6 months, I'm like, it's not working anymore. And I'm like, and what is this doing to the rest of my body? Like, do I need to be concerned about side effects? What's going on here? And he said, well, there are some side effects, but most of them aren't serious. And then well, it's I don't know how it is. But they've cracked down on a lot of the medical advertisements here in the States. And so you every commercial, you have to list all the potential side effects. And so it's kind of been a running joke between me and my family is they'll see this and it's this is to treat depression. Side effects include worse depression. It's just crazy how some of these medicines get approved, but the side effects are just insane. And yeah, exactly. Heart failure, And so one thing I noticed was I was supposed to take it twice a day, so once with breakfast and once with lunch. And I noticed after a while that if I was even an hour late taking it on my lunch, I'd be wired until midnight. That I just would not be able to sleep on it. And he said, "Oh, that's a pretty well-known side effect." And I was like, "Well, I can't really do that because my job at the time, I didn't have a guaranteed lunch break at the same time every day. It was based on the company need, and if I was there to cover for someone else, I couldn't take my lunch, until they got back. And so I was like, well, can I just wean off this? And he said, yeah, you can wean off it. Just be aware that sometimes you might struggle with your focus. And I was like, I can struggle with my focus as long as I don't feel like I'm wired to the gills.
I'm destroying my body.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is doing. Is this gonna pickle my liver? What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'm pretty sure I have some form. I'm at this point, I'm largely uninterested in finding out. That's probably the wrong attitude.
Well,
it probably would help, but I just.
I mean, at this point in your life, you've made it this far, right?
Yeah. Well, and also, I think much of it is likely situational.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just, since my separation, I found myself really just displaying all sorts of those kinds of tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
What people generally look for when they're like, oh, maybe I should get myself looked at. But then they started to subside with time as I started to calm down.
Yeah.
And things started to level off. And now I'm kind of back up there again with this latest.
Oh, yeah,
thing.
right.
Where I'm just pacing, I start something, and then I start something else, I start something else.
Yep.
And things get done just very slowly.
Yeah.
Because it's everything all together all at once. What's that Oscar-winning movie? Everything all at once.
Oh, yeah. The one that just came out this last year, right?
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I need to see that one too. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
When you're extra sensitive to everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, everything's about me. Oh, I can relate. Oh, like whatever character comes up against whatever small amount of hardship, I'm like, oh my god, I can relate so much.
Yeah, that's totally me. Yeah.
He's me. He's me. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is me. So, oh man,
But you know,
it's nuts.
if it helps to be able to relate, man, there's nothing wrong with it.
I think it does. I think it really does. So much more. But I'm making big progress. Let's see. My kids' album is up to 8,500. Handpicked. Hope she appreciates it. My parents. No, she'll appreciate it. We'll take a look. My folks were at Disneyland yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just big fans. So it was funny to hear about all the homework that my dad needed to do because everything's on the phone now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Were you a Disneyland person growing up, or did you guys go at all?
We went. I think the last time I remember going, I was like 7 or 8. Um, but yeah, I had cousins that lived in Southern California. They lived in Carlsbad. And so we'd usually go down there, stay with them for a few weeks every summer. And then we would usually go either to Disneyland or SeaWorld, or when I got a little bit older, they opened up Legoland, and so we'd go to Legoland. And like honestly, Disneyland just got so expensive that it just wasn't worth it. And by the time I mean, I didn't really care when I got older because I was a teenager and I wanted to be like not about Disney. I wanted to do adult things, or I wanted to act cool. And so I never really went to Disneyland after that. We went to. I do remember going to Six Flags one year, or maybe 2 years.
Missed out on that. I never.
Yeah, Six Flags was amazing. I really liked that. And honestly, Legoland was really cool. That was like when I was in the height of my Lego days. And so, and they had like they did like a miniature, San Francisco seaboard that was like 1/20th the scale or something like that. And they did miniature like Eiffel Tower, miniature New York skyline. I mean, they had all these really cool dioramas set up. They were just out in the open. You could just walk by, take pictures.
I love it.
They had a few like roller coasters, but that wasn't why you went. That was for like the little kids. But I mean, I just loved taking a tour of all the cool. They had the Master Builders building. So they'd have all these master builders and it was kind of weird now that I think about it as an adult. They were behind like these glass panes, like almost like they were on display like gerbils or something, or like a zoo, and you just watch them building creations for their next diorama that they were going to set up.
Wow,
but it was really cool.
Like watching artisans.
Yeah.
So we missed out on Legoland. Never see that. The only thing we would always go camping at Russian Gulch.
Oh yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, that was a big deal we had.
Mm-hmm.
Campsite number 25 and 27, I think, is free with my oldest sibling getting shots taken of her sitting in the tree, and then like year after year, she grows more and more. The tree's the same, but watch the kid grow. It's kind of fun. The only other amusement park We did. It was Knott's Berry Farm. Did you ever get out there?
Sorry, what was that?
We went to Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, Knott's Berry Farm.
Sometimes.
I think we
Yeah. Did
went
you ever?
there. I think we went there once.
What did you think of it?
I mean, I liked it. I mean, I was at an age where, I loved roller coasters. I loved, theme parks. So
Yeah.
it was definitely fun. Um, I mean, it's definitely a huge step up from like Lagoon.
Yeah. No, that's true. The room's great though.
Oh yeah, and
But it's
it's still
definitely
inexpensive enough that it's not like breaking the bank to go.
right. Knott's Berry Farm was great in that
Yeah,
it was just it served to dilute the amusement park crowds.
yeah,
At least when we were there were just like no lines anywhere. We would just like walk on rides and then just turn around and get back on again. And be like, oh, this was great. Let's do it again.
yeah,
Because there's no lines.
yeah.
Barely anyone here.
I mean, you can't get away with that at Disneyland ever.
Yeah, especially not now.
Yeah,
My parents were talking about this app. It's called like something Genie. You have to like book times. So
Oh,
you can
yeah.
online. Like you either do the app where you plan everything, or you I think the line's literally called standby. Like you're the airport in the meetings. Like it's just what?
the
Standby?
fact that the fact that they have to have an app now just to tell you when you can actually get on the ride is just crazy to me.
Yeah, it reveals a lot about the current state of affairs.
Yeah.
Over there.
I mean, I just I think it's great that like people still enjoy it and can still have a good time going. But I was talking to there's a friend of mine who tries to go every year, and
Wow.
it's like a family thing. So like their extended family all goes, and it's to the point where it's like if you don't get a multi-day pass, you're never going to get to do the rides that you want to do. Like you have to go multiple
Yeah.
days in a row in order to get on the rides you want. Like they were
Yep.
saying, like there was a couple rides, especially like now that Star Wars Land is open, like the wait time for like just to get in there, it was like 2-3 hours, and I'm like, that's just not worth it. That's like,
Brutal.
that's like a third of your day just gone waiting in line just to get to other rides.
Yeah.
Like you're not even waiting for a ride. You're waiting to get into the area where there are rides. Like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely an end of an era.
Yeah. And the start of another one that's not so great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, that was a difficult one, but I did finally murder him. It's a pain in the ass. Oh, I got the silver gauntlets.
Oh, get those that late in the game?
Yeah, I thought I got them earlier, but I guess not. Oh, yeah, this is the temple where you fight those twin witches.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. This was one of the funner bosses, I feel like. It had some interesting mechanics to it.
Those hands one.
Oh, yeah, this. Oh my gosh, I did that. I did that my last play.
Yeah.
I didn't stream. I didn't stream
I watched
yesterday.
it.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that was frustrating. Oh my gosh. The worst though, I don't know if you saw me play the Fire Temple.
No, not a lot.
Yeah. So the biggest thing I've noticed playing this on a new controller, playing a 25-year-old game on a new controller is the sensitivity is all sorts of out of whack. Like those
You
old
can't just
N60.
adjust that in?
I haven't found a way. I need to play around with the settings on my emulator more. I'm hoping there's a way maybe I can
Project
adjust it.
64.
Yeah. But I like I was trying to get, so there's this one section of the fire temple where you get the hammer, and you have to step on this pressure plate, and then there's this little skinny pathway that kind of goes in like an octagon around this giant pit, and you have to navigate that to get up to the chest before the timer runs out and the pressure plate lifts back up. And like the Z targeting is kind of funky with this Project 64, because normally you could just like face that way, Z target, and then run, face the other way, Z target, run, rinse and repeat. But on this, like, because the controller is so sensitive, like I would try to turn and Z target, and I'd be turning like 90 degrees instead of like 30 degrees. And so I kept jumping off.
With the hands.
Yeah. But yeah, I kept falling off and having to restart, fall off, restart, fall off, restart. It took me like, I swear it was like 20 tries. It was ridiculous. Oh, I'm having audio issues again? All right.
Oh no.
Oh, I see something here. Okay, so I had multiple... Okay, Snow, can you confirm if it's still happening? I had multiple...
The echoey thing?
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have said something. I noticed that too. I was meaning to, and then I just got lost in other topics.
Yeah, so on my Streamlabs OBS settings, for some reason I have like multiple inputs, and they were all set to the same thing, so it was just layering over each other apparently. So I just realized that I had two other layers open, so I just turned those other layers off, and now it seems to be okay. I wonder why I have so many layers open though. Well, whatever. They're fixed. Okay. I'm glad you reminded me, Snow, because I totally forgot about that. Thank you.
A lot of shots on that day. Holy crap. 81.
Okay, now I think I need to go back into Adult Link and then go back to the temple. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Ugh.
Interesting looking back at all these old photos. Life just kind of happens to you.
Yep.
Feelings galore. So nice watching Blade Runner again.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Music is so fantastic.
Yeah, in both of them, really. The original Blade Runner had an amazing soundtrack.
I never saw that all the way through the original.
It's worth it. It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good one. Oh, that was the wrong one to get off on. Damn it. Oh, damn it.
Time. Oh no! All this time alone coming up, I'm actually kind of excited for because I'm going to try to start writing.
Oh, nice.
Not really sure what about.
Well, that's the beauty of writing. You can just write whatever you want.
Yeah, I just want to have whatever it is be compelling enough to
Yeah.
carry my interest for long enough to write something. We'll see. Oh, these bird photos are really cute. I used to have a bunch of birds.
Oh, yeah?
What's up? Budgies.
Oh.
They kept dying. That's because my ex worked at a pet store and she would take in the runts. So
Oh, yeah.
they weren't really doing well to begin with.
Yeah.
Almost going up.
Ouch.
So have you beat the main story yet, Kepi, or are you just doing side quests?
I'm doing the last temple before Ganon's castle.
Okay.
So I'm still doing the main storyline.
Alright, so you're in Gerudo right now then?
Yeah, I'm in the spirit temple.
Okay. I've never liked the Gerudo in the Zelda games, I'm not gonna lie.
Same here.
Yeah, they
Don't know
were.
why.
The Gerudo Fortress is one of the most annoying parts of the game, especially if you
Like
don't.
Zora.
Oh yeah, the Zora too.
I mean, the most recent games for Zelda, I actually liked the Zora. Like a Zora. It was fun.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I actually liked the Zora. It was just the Gerudo that I'm not a fan of.
I liked the zone for the Zora. I thought like the art style was really nice, but
Wait until you fight the boss for Breath of the Wild for Gerudo. I'm not gonna like it. Same
I
with
felt
Tears
like
of the Kingdom, honestly. Same with Tears of the Kingdom. I've never had so much problem on a boss ever. Ever.
Doesn't bode well.
And I didn't have any heals during it, and I had 3 hearts only.
ouch.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did it though. I did it. I beat Ganon on 3 hearts as well though. So.
Dang.
You get it with 3 hearts?
Well, yeah, because
Why?
the stupid gloom takes away your hearts, and like by the time you're down there all the way, like you can't do anything to get it back unless you have potions on you.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. I just barely came down to Hyrule from the sky.
I mean,
So
yeah.
I was just introduced to the gloom. But I know what you mean now.
Fun
That's
tip
cool.
before you actually like get into the castle and stuff like that, or around the map. Use Sundylines because they're so useful for crafting recipes. Because they get rid of the
Okay.
gloom prints. If you get hit by it.
No way, they do?
Yeah, they get rid of it. So it's really good. It's really good. But I beat the game. I beat the game in like the first 3 days of it coming out.
Oh shoot.
I've just been completing it. I've got all the underground now, and I'm doing the shrines. And I've got like somewhat 300 Koraks or something. I don't know.
300? Whoa.
Yeah,
I have like 6.
I 100% kept. I mean, I 100%.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Stupid vagina monster.
That takes dedication right there.
I like how you call the legs vagina monsters.
It looks like it, dude. It's trying to suck me off.
Don't resist.
Just take it. Give me my shield back. There we go. Oh, and it took my tunic too?
Most recently, I've just been playing Mario Kart though, so.
A good one. It's my daughter's favorite.
Mario Kart?
Yep. Just don't
It's a classic.
don't make her lose. She
Yeah.
doesn't take it well.
Oh, I don't either.
Well, I think it's fair to say no one enjoys losing, but you know, I think it's a little more so when you're a kid and you don't really.
I beat like a couple weeks ago. I beat 200cc.
Oh, nice.
Without losing at all.
Wait.
And now I'm doing
That not losing is paid off.
I'm on mirror right now, and then I got 150cc.
Ow. Oh, no, 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 no. You stay back. Stay back. Oh, you stupid.
Would have been able to 100% Zelda, but Kepi clutched up and got me the DLC. So like,
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a while ago.
yeah, it was.
That was a good DLC too. Pick that up too.
Yeah, it is.
Lots of content.
At first, when I was doing the DLC, I'm like, you know what? This is gonna take a while to do the whole master cycle thing to get the like motorcycle and stuff like that. I did it in a day. It was like
Oh man.
12 hours.
I should have you over. Do it for me. And that stuff's tedious. I just want the motorcycle. I don't want to earn it.
Yeah, you just want to have it.
Yeah.
It's really easy. All I have to recommend is just like learning how to parry really well. Just once you know how to parry, it's like just done there.
Yeah, to be fair, I never really use parry, like at all. Maybe I should actually dedicate some time to that.
It's hard to get used to at first because like if you mess up, you get hit. But
Yeah.
if you don't get hit and you do it right, perfect.
Yeah.
And it's actually faster on player Russian too, so you can get it going quicker.
That's a big plus.
Plus, if you want to really get good at parrying, I would just like parry Guardians for practice. Forgot
That's
it.
good tip.
And just like farm all the Guardians there.
Oh, that's not a statue. That is a monster.
Yeah, I have to agree too. I don't like block fights, especially in the new game. Go fuck off. Stealing my shields.
Yeah.
They stole my Hylian shield. I'm like, okay. Alright.
Yeah, that's what this guy kept doing. He kept sucking off my shield and my tunic. Freaking rude, if you ask me.
I'm very vulgar.
It had something to do with that. Oh, there's a sign on her hand. Yeah, indeed, Snow. It is a big sucking.
He's
Yeah,
a
but
big fucking...
I did not enjoy some of the dungeons in the new game. It's not fun. Especially the Gerudo. It was like the whole Thunderblight thing all over again. I'm like, okay. Stupid, like, fast. Not fun.
I don't even know when the next time will be when I pick up Zelda. My interests keep changing, revolving around this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Weird.
Yeah,
Actually,
with even
canceled my pre-order first, and then I was like, no, I should have this.
yeah.
Got it eventually.
That's why I my initial intention with this playthrough was to play it like at least every weekday until I was done, but I've had to take a couple of breaks here and there just because I'm like, you know what, I need to take a break. To focus on something else for a few days or a day or two at least.
Yeah, like movies.
Yeah, movies, TV shows, even just other games.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. I might as well save.
Whoever made Nier on Mario Kart, I hate them with everything I have. I don't like to. Nier, the game mode, 150cc and it's everything reversed.
Oh yeah, the mirrored. Yeah.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good at all.
No, it's not. Oh, you could do that? You can use bombs to get rid of blue shells?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. That was only boom. I thought it was only boom boxes or mushrooms.
Yeah, boom boxes are the easiest way, but if you time a bomb right, it'll get rid of it too.
Easy. Yeah, same with the mushroom. You can get rid of it with a mushroom as well. If you boost at the perfect time, you can just like cancel out.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Of course, I haven't played the newer Mario Karts in a long time because I don't have a Switch, so
Yeah, that's fair.
I usually have to go over to someone's house who has one, and we have like Mario Kart tournaments or Smash Brothers tournaments.
I've been playing a good amount of Smash Bros. Recently.
So good.
The OG Smash Brothers will still be my favorite.
Yeah, Smash Melee and Brawl.
The OG for the N64.
That was too early for me. I never bought that that original one.
Oh yeah.
First one for me was GameCube.
The GameCube one was pretty good too.
Oh, amazing. I love
Yeah.
it.
First place. One more.
Okay.
Alright
so-
guys, I'm gonna head to bed.
All right, man.
Midnight 30.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting you're so far ahead.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for chilling, man. It's always good to talk to you.
Yeah. Thanks for being open for that. It was
Yeah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of fun.
Yeah, enjoy the
Till next
weekend with your
time.
kiddos.
Will do. See ya.
All right, see you later, man.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, so I unlocked that. I guess I'll just go down here first.
I don't really remember much about Ocarina of Time. I was more into like Majora's Mask.
Yeah, see, I was all about Ocarina of Time, and then when Majora's Mask came out, it confused the hell out of me at first because of the whole, winding time forward and winding time back thing.
Yeah.
And then some of the, like, when you change into the different masks, like the Goron, it took me so long to learn how to control that. Like with the Goron's little like boost power up and then like trying to steer it when he's going full speed and stuff. But once I got it down, it was a fun game. But I think Ocarina of Time is still my favorite.
Yeah, I like the final boss for Majora's Mask. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It's like the mask itself.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's real limbs and legs.
Wait, why did it take me back here? I don't want to go back here. What the hell? Oh, hold on a second. Be right back.
It's like with every Zelda game I usually play, it's always the final boss fight that's the easiest for me. I don't know what it is, but I have more problem with the side bosses for like the dungeons and everything more than I have with Ganon. Which I don't know how, but I did. I also like Wind Waker. That was a good one.
Sorry, I had to step away from the keyboard for a second.
Alright.
Let's see. Why did it take me down here? I don't want to go down here. I think I want to go back to that room with the key lock on it.
Have you played Wind Waker yet?
Yeah, I played Wind Waker a long time ago on the GameCube.
Yeah, Wind Waker was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. It was definitely a different take. Like the art style was different, and the story was just a little bit different from like what I was used to at the time. But it was a good.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a good game.
That was like when graphics like straight up just started evolving.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
And yeah, with the newer console at the time, like they could experiment more with the different graphics, and I liked it. It took me a minute to get used to it, but I liked it for sure.
Yeah, I can understand the whole. I should know it, but I don't.
That's all good. Oh god, now I have to go pee. I'll be right back again. Sorry.
That's alright.
All right. Okay. Damn it.
Sorry, Rick, I had to get to the bathroom as well.
It's all good.
I want to watch something new, but I haven't found anything to watch recently.
Yeah.
The only thing I've been watching is like Moist Critical.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I really like his tier list videos lately.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
And I've been reading manga.
Oh, nice.
I've been watching.
Apparently I didn't fix that yet. Shit.
Man, just jump scare you.
Yeah.
I personally want to take that. I'm not gonna lie. Another first place. We got 3 more to go, and I'm done with here, I think.
Nice. I swear I fixed that sound command, but maybe I re-uploaded the same one. I just need to delete the old one completely and then fix it.
That's man right there. I'm a joke.
Okay.
We love
Let's-
Mayhem for the most part.
Yep. Except for when we don't.
That's why I said
Want a break from the ads? If you tap now to watch a short video, you'll receive 30 minutes of ad-free music.
it's on you, I guess.
Ow, fuck.
I actually thought that was a real ad for Spotify, and I got scared.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, there's no way I'm getting ads.
And his name is John C.
Shit. Shit.
Yes, they can boys with Ocarina.
There we go. Finally. Fuck that guy. Fucking right in his dirty little mouth.
I think over the years I've played Mario Kart on all the consoles I've had. I probably have over 10,000 hours on Mario Kart. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, I probably have a ton too, to be honest.
Because I've been playing Mario Kart since I was like 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's what my dad says at least.
Yeah, I started back on the Super Nintendo with the original Mario Kart, then N64, then GameCube, then Wii, and then I haven't played too much on the Switch.
I can't imagine a 3-year-old playing Mario Kart with a Wii controller and getting first place.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty demoralizing if you're playing against a 3-year-old and you get freaking worked.
From what my dad tells me, I would destroy my family, especially
Yeah.
my sister.
Yeah, I
Now
used to
my-
actually do really well too. Like, I was the youngest in my family, and I'd wreck my brothers at Mario Kart.
Yeah, well, now my sister absolutely destroys me at Mario Kart. so
Oh yeah,
it's
the
completely
tables have
different.
turned.
I don't know, a good 11 years took it to caught up.
Yeah.
Catch up.
This 3-year-old sounds like moist. Oof, that's a big oof. Poor moisty boy. I don't think he'll ever live that one down completely.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun.
I think I could just hook shot all the way to the top. Just I thought I could. Yep. Aha!
Oh, can baby Daisy get off my ass, bro? It's like right behind me. Like, I need some distance, man. You know, I need first levels. What's some distance? Oh my god, she's chucking fireballs at me, man. Okay, I won though.
I don't think I'm going to finish this dungeon in time. I might have to save it for tomorrow.
What time do you have to get out?
I usually get off around 5 my time, so in about 6 or 7 minutes.
Oh,
Because that's usually when I join Snowstream.
yeah. I think either one of my friends wants to call me tonight, or my girlfriend. I'm not sure. But I'm like, talk to them or play Mario Kart.
Ah, it's that one.
So
Okay.
200cc when I played 200cc was a bitch.
Yeah.
I underestimated Hold it.
I think in the original Mario Kart it goes up to 250cc. And that one was definitely a difficult one.
I hate it when I'm playing online and somebody makes the map like Wario's Gold Mine on 200cc. I'm like, there's no way you're playing this on your free time.
Yeah. I think the sweet spot is 150cc.
Oh yeah.
So you hardly ever have to use the brakes, and you can get some pretty good drifts on 150cc.
Some
You can be
maps
the
on
drift king.
200cc. Some maps on 250, not 200.
Yeah.
200cc. were really good, but like Mario's Gold Mine, N64, Rainbow Road. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Those were not fun. Like no rails at all. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this. And I actually may lose this round. Okay, I may have to start this over. Interesting.
Oh shit.
Yep, I'm gonna have to start this over. Wow. Okay, I'm not playing Mario Kart for another 3 years. Wow.
Oh, sorry, Kia. You missed your intro because Snow did it before, and there's a timer on it. But you got Snow's intro, so I guess it's all even, right? Come here, lizard bitch.
I wouldn't think that was.
Eh. That one gets me almost every single time. It's such a jarring sound. Okay, where am I pointing this shit? What? Where do I point this?
Try looking up. Always help me.
Well, there's the sun that's shining on the mirror. Oh, it says there's a room, like, right here. Ah. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Oh my god, I forgot you had. I forgot in Ocarina of Time. You had to use, like, the whole thing was based on light.
Yeah.
It's the same way in Tears of the Kingdom. It was not. Is that a Lizalfo? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh. Forgot they looked like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they look a little different in the original.
Yeah, I thought so, but I didn't know they looked like.
At least I think those are Zolfos. Ow. Shit. Let's see. I have the guide up, so it should tell me what they are. Lizalfos.
Dang. I didn't know they would look like kaijus for some reason.
Yeah, I kind of do. Whoops, did not mean to do that.
Yeah, there's no way you can get it done, I don't think.
No.
I think you could probably get it maybe to the boss room if you find out how to do this.
Yeah, I think the boss room is right after this.
Yeah. But I don't think you'll get it.
Oh my gosh, this is so janky on this controller. Hold on. Can I adjust it? The sensitivity. Options. Input settings.
At least it's not like motion controls.
Yeah. Dead zone, maybe? turn that up to 50 instead of 25 and see if that changes it. Just makes it even more janky. Oh, wait.
Dead zone is usually for like controller drift sometimes.
There we go. It kind of smoothed it out, but I'm not sure if it really did anything. It just feels like it kind of did. Okay, so I'm to the boss room, so I'm going to go ahead and save it here. And then go ahead and do a save state so I can just start right back up here. Okay, we are going to go ahead and end it here for today.
Well, it was good talking to you.
Yeah, you too, man. It's good to see you. Glad you're doing well. I'll be back tomorrow for some more streaming. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining today. Appreciate you. Real proud of you. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Let me push a raid out. I think Snow's already streaming, so I'll just push a raid. Twitch. Let's do that.
Snow's not streaming right now.
Is
Or
that?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Well, shit. I guess we'll just go ahead and end it then. And I guess I'll just join Snow whenever he decides to start streaming. Wait, let me check his Discord. Maybe he has a notification on there. Nope. Oh, he's in streaming zone.
If you want to rate, give him like a minute. Him and Al doing one thing for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can chit chat for a minute then.
Yeah, because he's taking care of some days I live on.
Okay.
Oh,
So the goal for next stream or next Zelda stream is going to be finish the Spirit Temple, and then I think there's a few side quests I need to do. I think I can get the gold gauntlets from the Gerudo training grounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to stock up on fairies in my bottles so I don't die. And then I should be able to get the arrows of light and the arrows of ice. I think the arrow of light I get in Ganon's castle. And I think I might get the arrows of ice, the ice arrows in Ganon's castle too. So I know I need the arrow of light for Ganon's castle. Where do I get that from the Gerudo training grounds? No, I'm pretty sure I get the gauntlets from the training grounds. Well, we'll figure that out. Actually, I'm just going to look it up real quick.
He's on now, buddy.
Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and start the raid. Once again, thank you all so much for joining. Had a lot of fun today. And, where's my... Oh, there it is. And yeah, so the plan for next Zelda stream is going to be doing the boss fight here and then getting started on Ganon's castle and getting any side equipment that I need for that. So that'll be the gauntlets and then the arrows of light. And then I got to figure out where I get the ice arrows from. So I'll look that up.
Ice arrows you'd probably be able to find in Zora's domain. Or
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
around there, probably.
Yeah, I think it's got to be around there somewhere. If it's not there, then I'm definitely going to have to look it up and see. And see where that would be. Why is it? Oh, there we go. Now I see it live. It's saying no results found for the raid. Oh, there it is, right there. All right, once again, appreciate you,
gosh.
proud of you.
Mm.
And we are getting ready to raid in just a couple seconds here.
Have you seen what the Final Fantasy 16 has been doing to the PS5?
No, I haven't.
It's making it like a dragon, dude. It's
Oh,
making
really?
steam from every
Huh.
vent possible.
It's overheating the PS5.
Yeah.
It's causing it to wheeze.
Alright. Well, I'll talk to you later. It was good
All right,
talking
man.
to you.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you next time, hopefully.
Yep.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.